Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video for you today. And this time I have something a little bit different for the channel. Usually when I do reviews, it's for either a movie or sometimes a video game or whatnot. Don't usually do accessory reviews for video games, that's for damn sure. But this one was really cool. I actually got this sent from the people that made said product, from BestorX. These are the guys that made it. And I thought this was really cool, so they asked me a little while ago if I want to check this out, and I said yes. It took me a little while to get a review out, so I apologize to BestorX, but I'm here to do it now, and I really went through the ringer to test and see if this thing is really good. And I can confirm what I'm about to show you is actually a pretty cool little thing. It is called the magnetic charging battery case for the Nintendo Switch. There you go. For all you Nintendo Switch fans, if you wanted a carrying case that works very well as a carrying case and a rechargeable battery for your Nintendo Switch, then guess what? This little bad boy right here is made for you. You're gonna like this little boy. Alright, so I'm going to just let you know right here, this thing is perfect for anyone out there that has a Nintendo Switch that brings it everywhere and plays all the time, but can't quite get to a output to, of course, recharge their Nintendo Switch. So this thing right here is perfect. It works very well as a carrying case. It's very well made. Has that little handle right there. Makes it look like a baby suitcase. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? It's got the red line around it, so it's distinct enough where it doesn't just look like a black case. Even though I will say that's probably one of my only negatives is that it looks a little too generic. That's about it. It does have the BestorX logo right there, so I guess that counts for something. But inside, you have what looks like a normal carrying case. You have a little place right here. You can keep extra Joy-Cons or whatever you want to put in there. Right there, that is a holder for some of your Nintendo Switch games. So you can hold up to 4 extra ones, which is good. 5 if you count the one that's probably already in your Switch. So that's good. Right here is where the Nintendo Switch goes. It even has a little place right here so you can fold it up so you can cover your Nintendo Switch. You put it right in here like this. You can even put this flat down so you can hide it. So there you go. It's in there, protected. You can just take it wherever you go. And hell, even if you're not charging stuff, it is a really good carrying case. I just like this better than like a strap one where you put a strap over your arm and you have the carrying case. I don't know why. Those ones never work as well as something like this where it's just like a little suitcase. Look. Bring it along with you. I don't know. I like this. So as a carrying case, it works very well. It has plenty of room. You can put a couple Joy-Cons in there, a few games, and bring it along with you. It works very well as a carrying case. So I have to give it major props there. As a carrying case, it's excellent. Now, while it works very well as a carrying case, how well does it work as a rechargeable portable battery for your Nintendo Switch? And I will say this, it is a little bit weird at first. When I got this thing, I was a little bit skeptical because the way you charge this thing, it doesn't have like a cable that attaches this to the Nintendo Switch or anything. What it has instead are these little, I guess, prongs right here. You see these? Which when I saw these, I was like, that's a little weird. It's called the magnetic charging battery case for a reason, because you take one of these little things right here, which are magnetized, as you can tell right there. See, they immediately snap together because they are magnetized, which that also made me a little worried. You take one of them, they give you 2 just in case you lose one, so that's good. You take one and you put it into the charge slot of your Nintendo Switch. Now you open this up, press this button right here. You can tell it turns on. You have a 1 blue dot. That means it's on low power, so you have to recharge it. By the way, to recharge this, you need a 5V 2A adapter cable, which it does not come with. So if you have a 5V 2A adapter cable, then you're in luck. If you don't, you have to buy one along with this device, which I'll talk about later on. And I'll tell you if you should buy it or not. But right now, it's on. So you take your Nintendo Switch with the thing inside, and then you just kind of place it in there. You have to make sure this little piece right there is attached to the Nintendo Switch, and you can see it kicked right on, and you can see it is charging. Now, when I saw this, I was a little weirded out, I'm not gonna lie, but it works very well. I've been using it for the last few weeks, and it's been working very well. Now, I've even wrote down some tests to see how quick the charge is, because that's another thing I wanted to know. How quick is it to charge? So, I'm going to leave it in there. And I'll put it right here. I'm going to tell you some of the tests I did. Alright, so the first test I did, I had 80% battery left. So I said, you know what, let's see how quick it is to charge only 20% of the battery. Let's start off small with the test. It took an hour and 20 minutes of charging inside this battery case to get it to 100%, which is not bad. Not bad for a portable battery like this, which also functions as a carrying case. So not terrible. Then I tested it again at 65%, and it took an hour and 25 minutes to charge that. So I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I should say that for the hour and 20 minutes, I did have a game on in the background. It wasn't on like the screen, but it was running in the background, you know what I mean? Where you can like close out the game and go back to the menu. I was on the menu, but the game was still running. For the second test, when it was 65%, the game wasn't running. So that's most likely why, but that's a pretty big, 15% extra just for 5 minutes is pretty big. Then I tested it. I drained the battery completely from my Nintendo Switch, and I went from 0 to 100% with nothing in the background, because of course it was dead, so nothing was on. And it took 5 hours and 40 minutes to charge it. Now, for a regular output, electrical output, it takes about 3.5 hours when you have it docked charging with a Nintendo Switch at home. It takes 3.5 hours. So 5 hours and 40 minutes isn't actually too bad, considering this battery case right here lasts for a good few hours on its own charge. So you can actually probably power up your Nintendo Switch from 0 to 100% on one full charge of this battery case, which is pretty good. And you can play for another 3, 4, or even longer hours. Matters on what kind of game you're playing, or if you're even playing a game. Just matters on what you're playing or what you're not playing, I guess. So overall, if you're looking for a really good carrying case and a really good portable battery for your Nintendo Switch, then I highly recommend this magnetic charging battery case. It works very well. It comes with a couple of little things, and it works very well as a carrying case. And like I said, inside, it keeps your Switch protected, and it charges your battery. You can even play it technically while it's charging if you take the Joy-Cons out and have it like kind of like prompted up like this. You can have it charging while you're also playing. You can't technically play it portable like this. I mean, I guess you could, but it's kind of, I don't know, kind of awkward, and that thing keeps flapping down. So that's a little annoying. They could have made it a little bit more portable while you're playing too, besides portable while you're not playing, but it still works exactly as it's described. The battery itself lasts for a long time on the portable battery itself, and I've had no problems with it. Of course, I was a little worried because BestorX isn't really the biggest brand name out there, so I was a little skeptical, but they did a great job. They definitely won over me with this thing, and I do recommend it, and I have to give it a 8.5 out of 10. I highly recommend it. If there's any other negative with this thing is, as you'll see right here, taking this thing out of this case is a little annoying, because, I mean, how do you take it out? There's no, like, you just grab it by its Joy-Con thing. That's a little annoying. But, as you can tell, it works. It kicked right on because I took it off charge, and, yeah, I mean, it works. So my only negative is that the only two negatives I have is that it's kind of bland looking, and it's a little hard to take out. I guess you could just kind of like, let me try. I mean, I haven't even tried this. I guess what you could do is put it in there. Oh, I want it out. You could just like kind of like, just let it fall out in your hand. There you go. I guess that works. But, be careful. So anyway, there you go. If you're wondering if this is a good battery case and a chargeable battery, whatever that means, it is. So I highly recommend this. So thank you to BestorX for sending this to me, and I apologize for the long wait. I just really wanted to test it out a little bit longer to see if it really works, and it does. So thank you, and until next time, of course, goodbye.